Friends, I am Sheila Goel, your English teacher. Now students, today I am going to do the exercises of adjective. I want all of you to see this video carefully and the previous one also and do the exercises so that your learning can be excellent. Many of you are not watching the videos and this is not going to help you students. So please do watch the video carefully and ask if there are any doubts. Students, this is our chapter 16 adjective, page number 62. The exercise says circle the odd one out. You need to consult the dictionary. Here the first few words are happy, amused, elated, ecstatic and depressed. Here happy, amused, elated and ecstatic means the same. They are synonyms and they mean happiness. Okay, depressed means gloomy and the person who is not feeling good, they are feeling sad and they are not feeling good. Okay, so this one is odd one out and we will underline it. Next is sad, dejected, anxious, gloomy and depressed. Here dejected is someone that we have reject. Okay, and he is feeling lonely, and other words mean sad. Okay, they are synonyms to sad, so dejected we will underline. Next is angry, delighted, outraged, furious and infuriated. Here delighted is a happy positive feeling, whereas angry, outraged, furious and infuriated is the negative feeling of anger. Okay, so this was odd one out. Next is kind, considerate, variety, thoughtful, solicitous. Here variety is where we are having different things of the same kind. Like we have variety of pens, then means we have different pens. So variety is different and other are the positive feelings of kindness towards others. So odd one out is variety. Next is afraid, irritated, sacred, scared, terrified and frightened. Here afraid, scared, terrified and frightened is means feeling of fear that a person can have, whereas irritated is not fear. It is not feeling good about something, or when you poke somebody and the other person gets annoyed and he gets irritated. Okay, and others afraid, scared, terrified and frightened has a component of fear in it. So odd one out is irritated. Now coming to the next exercise, we have to underline the adjective in this poem, Sam's robot. Naughty Sam has a crazy robot. Now Sam is the boy and naughty is the word that describes Sam, so it is an adjective. Whereas what kind of a robot it is? Crazy. So crazy is also an adjective. Which is funnier than Sam? So funnier is the comparative adjective. It is also adjective that is comparing these two things. Okay, it wears a golden jacket. What kind of a jacket? Golden. So golden is also an adjective and likes to eat red jam. Here red also tells us the color of the jam and we will underline red. Its eyes are small and beady. Now the words that describes the eyes are small and beady and they are also adjective. But it is not selfish nor greedy. Now we are talking about the person, this robot. Okay, and it is not selfish or greedy. It is describing the robot. It solves tough sums. What kind of a sums? Tough. In a few seconds, it helps Sam in homework on every weekend. Okay. Sam feels lucky to have such toy. Here lucky is also an adjective. When they are busy together, there is only joy. There is no adjective in the last line. So students, I hope you know how to find out the adjective in the sentences. Now we have to add the nouns with the given adjectives in exercise number 4. Write any two nouns which can use these adjectives. Word adjective is shy. Shy can be used with the girl or a boy. So shy girl, shy boy, shy woman, we can use anything. Now sweet. Sweet apple, sweet person. Sour. Sour is a taste. Okay. It can be sour taste. It can be sour grapes. Large. Large house, large t-shirt, large intestine. Tiny. Tiny house, tiny eraser. Modern machine, modern art. Old. Old house, old man, old t-shirt, old car. We can use anything that tells us about old. Clean. Clean house, clean clothes, clean room. Okay, students? So it is not compulsory that the nouns that I have written only can come. Any noun can come which is appropriately used. Now we have to fill in the blanks with possessive adjective form of the given subject pronouns. Now what is the subject pronoun you, and possessive adjective of you is your. What is your name? Do they fill dash promise? Now they, the possessive adjective of they is their. So we will write down, do they fill their promise? Is that Tanya's book? No, it is I. With I, the possessive adjective is my. So the answer is that Tanya's book? No, it is my book. Fourth question is, this is dash house. We. The possessive pronoun adjective is our. This is our home. And if I am talking about pronoun, then what it will be? This home is ours. So ours will be possessive pronoun. Okay, you have to differentiate it. Riya says that these are dash shoes. He, we will use his. Look at my parrot. It is in dash cage. It is in its cage. She gave me dash puppy for a day. The subject pronoun is she. Then I will write down, she gave me her puppy. Where is dash home? You. Where is your home? He has two cousins. Names are Joy and Jitu. There. Okay. They have a pet dog. Dash breed is special. Its breed is special. India is motherland. We. India is our motherland. She is playing dash friends. She. Which she, the possessive adjective is her. We will write down, she is playing with her friends. Students, we have to differentiate between possessive pronoun and possessive adjectives. So you will learn the table that is given on page number 63, which tells us about the possessive pronouns, possessive adjectives and the subject pronoun. You will learn this and then you will be able to do this exercise 5 correctly. Now the question is, find the antonyms of given adjectives from the grid and write them in the space provided. So students, first of all you have to understand what are antonyms. Antonyms are the words which have the opposite meaning. So if I am talking about good, the antonym of good will be bad. So here we will find out the words which have the opposite meaning of the words given below from this grid. First word is kind, and the opposite of kind you will have to find out here. It is cruel. C-R-U-E-L, cruel, kind and cruel. Second is graceful. The opposite of graceful is awkward. Okay, the answer will be A-W-K-W-A-R-D, awkward. The first word is first. The opposite of first can be last, right? We will find out. Yes, here it is, last. Opposite of humble can be many, but here it is proud. Okay, the word is proud. P-R-O-U-D, proud. Opposite of smooth is coarse, that is rough. Okay, so the word is coarse, C-O-A-R-S-E. Opposite of fertile can be infertile. Okay, it can be barren, it can be many more. So there are many opposites of a given word. Now guilty, what does guilty means? Guilty means that a person has done some crime or has done some mistake, and now he is repenting it, or how he is feeling bad about it. And the person who has not done anything, that is innocent. So the word opposite of guilty is innocent. I-N-N-O-C-E-N-T. Next is ordinary. Ordinary, opposite of ordinary is special. Okay, S-P-E-C-I-A-L. Opposite of bold will be timid, T-I-M-I-D. Here you will write down timid. Lenient is where a person is very lenient or very easygoing, and the opposite is strict. Okay, where you are very forceful to do something, then the other person is strict. Okay, and if you can do anything that you like, then the other person is lenient. Next word is slow. Now opposite of slow is swift here. Okay, so you will write down S-W-I-F-T. 12th is even. So we will find out even, odd. Okay, O-D-D, odd. 13th is severe, and the opposite is here mild. Write down M-I-L-D, mild. Now the person can be wealthy, a person can be opposite to wealthy, that is poor. Wealthy, poor. I hope students you will do these exercises carefully and learn it properly. Happy learning, students.